Luke Inman back again in the eDraft.com studios. I hope everyone enjoyed the 2015 draft process and the Prospect a Day video series I made, which you can still find on the eDraft Sports YouTube page. But now that the draft dust has settled, today I'm going to be switching gears and taking all that research I've done and bring you over to the fantasy football world. Don't roll your eyes yet. It's never too early to start your fantasy research and gain knowledge over your opponents to put you in the best position to take down your very own fantasy Lombardi trophy. I can feel it. This is your year. So follow along with me as I go division by division, starting today in the NFC West, and break down one rookie from each team that's going to help you reach your goal, fantasy football stardom. From the moment I laid eyes on the 6'1", 224-pound tailback down at the Senior Bowl weigh-in, I knew Northern Iowa running back David Johnson had the ability to become a true three-down running back in the NFL. While he doesn't have the blazing speed or ankle-breaking agility that many fans grow to desire, Johnson's a physical bruiser that can handle his own in between the tackles and become a workhorse for any team. What makes him special, though, separates himself from the others, is his incredible pass-catching skills out of the backfield. While he's going to start out playing second fiddle behind Andre Ellington, remember, Ellington wore down at the end of last season and missed multiple games due to injury. While the speedy scat back is still going to be the Cardinals' primary focus in the backfield as of now, Johnson looks to be the perfect complement to his running style and is just one play away from becoming the starting running back. While fantasy owners are going to pay top dollar for guys like Melvin Gordon and Todd Gurley, Johnson's a guy you can get near the end of your draft for cheap, while his upside is much greater than he's gotten credit for. Want more? Don't be surprised to see Johnson motion in the slot or even split out wide as the Cardinals find ways to get him in favorable matchups with linebackers to take advantage of his unique skill set. If you're in a PPR league, Johnson's value and bang for the buck is just downright silly, as he's going to become a serious threat in the passing game as the season progresses and will rack up points for you and your team both on the ground and through the air. Well, while most kids his age were staying up late playing Call of Duty on the dorm room futon at just 18 years old, true freshman Todd Gurley was running over 255-pound linebackers. Gurley burst onto the scene back in 2012, where he compiled a ridiculous 17 touchdowns to go along with his nearly 1,400 rushing yards. At 6'1", 222 pounds, Gurley is a special breed that has the ability to run around you with his breakaway speed or run through you with his bruising physical style of play. Forced to miss crucial events like the Combine and Pro Day workouts due to his ACL injury, Gurley watched his draft stock slip, but not far from where he was originally projected, as the St. Louis Rams used the number 10 overall pick on him in hopes he can be Jeff Fisher's new franchise running back in his ground and pound style of offense. If you've played fantasy football before, you know there's a premium on the running back position, as it's valued higher than any other due to its scarcity of true number one tailbacks. While many will view Gurley in the second tier of running backs based off his pure potential, I'm not there yet. Playing in a brutal division where he will face defenses like the 49ers, Arizona Cardinals, and oh yeah, Seattle Seahawks not once but twice a year is scary enough, but combine that with an ACL injury and a more than capable backup in Trey Mason, and all of a sudden there seems to be more red flags than not. I'm letting my opponents overspend on the big name of Gurley while I sit back and laugh, but if you can't help yourself and see the risk is worth the reward, then please be sure to grab Trey Mason to help you sleep easy at night. If David Johnson was my Senior Bowl crush, then Tyler Lockett was my high school sweetheart. Lockett was uncoverable down at the Senior Bowl and used his shifty, ultra-quick route running to abuse cornerbacks and safeties, much like he did his entire Kansas State career. Undersized at just 5'11", 182 pounds, Many were quick to disregard Lockett and label him as a slot wideout only when it's really quite the opposite. In a new era of long and lanky cornerbacks, smaller and shifty receivers are being used on the outside to expose those tall cornerbacks on quick and precise underneath timing routes. And much like the success of guys like Odell Beckham Jr., Sammy Watkins, and Brandon Cooks, it's working. Lockett landed in a perfect situation with the Seahawks in an offense that knows how to utilize and maximize players like Lockett's talents as a smaller but quicker receiver. His only competition to pierce the starting lineup and receive legitimate playing time is names like Doug Baldwin, Ricardo Lockett, and Jermaine Kearse, a big-time talent that plays even bigger than his measurables show. Lockett came up clutch for his team week in and week out when they needed a big play the most, and with his NFL bloodlines, came to no surprise just how cool he was when the lights shined the brightest. The most critical part of Lockett's scenario with his new team is the fact that teams will once again be forced to put 8 and 9 men in the box to stop Marshawn Lynch, while one of the best young quarterbacks in the game in Russell Wilson will enjoy taking advantage of one-on-one coverage. Well, the San Francisco 49ers ranked 9th in the entire league with 470 rushing attempts, while 255 of those were spoken for by Frank Gore, who, if you didn't know, is long gone, taking his talents to Indianapolis this past offseason, which means last year's highly touted rookie, Carlos Hyde, who had 87 carries, will look to carry the load for the team this year with a year under his belt as the new incumbent starter. Behind him lies the newest backup and rookie, our guy from South Carolina, Mike Davis. I got to watch Mike Davis play a couple times, and from the first time I saw him, I saw a lot of his game that reminded me of, you guessed it, Frank Gore. It's only fitting the 49ers drafted him to be the heir apparent of Gore. A thickly built runner at just 5'9", 217 pounds, strong lower body. Much like Gore, Mike Davis gets small behind his offensive linemen, making it highly difficult and tough for defenders to track him down. From there, he uses excellent patience and vision, combined with light, quick feet, to shift his way through the first and second level of those defenses. Again, much like Gore, Davis doesn't have that game-changing speed, but he's highly efficient, and he blends good vision and a strong lower body to chew up a lot of extra yards and wear down defenses in between the tackles. While Carlos Hyde will get the spotlight early on, and rightfully so, Davis will earn his role as a backup in a power running system that highlights Davis's running style beautifully. Well, just like many others, Davis is just one injury away from becoming the 49ers' new starting running back, who would see all the goal line touches and passes out of the backfield, which in the fantasy football world is worth its weight in gold. Hey, well, that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in to our newest video segment as we go division by division and break down one fantasy rookie from each team. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Follow me on Twitter at Luke_Spinman. And let me know what you guys would like to see from my next video series as the draft process is finally settled and the 2015 season inches its way closer. From everybody at eDraft Sports, I'm Luke Inman, signing out.